Hey, what's up, Galaxy Gang? Welcome back to the channel. I'm a little down right now because, just like spoiler alert, this is like very poor gameplay from me. I snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. But yeah, that's why we play the game. Review film, see what we could have done better. And get better from that. So yeah, my opponent's gonna go first. I start with Galaxy Trance, Ash Blossom, Photon Delta Wing, Crossout Designator, and Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. My opponent has Memento, Talon, Goblin. I'm gonna just say Memento. Memento, Bone Party, Goblin Biker Grand Breakout, Pot of Prosperity, and Memento Anguish. All right, so he's going first. So yeah, let's get to it. So he goes to main phase 1. He activates the Anguish. I let that go through. He has the Tatsu no Shigo. Uses the affected Tatsu no Shigo. Special summon it from the hand. He's going to use the effect. That's when I go Ash Blossom, like hoping he doesn't have anything else. But unfortunately, he does. He has the Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. In my head, I was like, oh, like maybe I should have just ashed the Anguish from the beginning. But it kind of really didn't matter. This guy drew a bunch of, he drew Bone Party, he drew Pot of Prosperity, he had Grand Biker Breakout. It really didn't matter. So, yeah, he's just going to special summon the Memento Goblin. Alright, use Goblin's effect to destroy itself and send a Memento monster from the deck to the graveyard. About 2 of them. Okay, so he sends the Key Mace. Yeah, he sends the Mace into Sleepy. Now he uses Anguish effect to pop itself. Special summon a level 2 or lower Memento monster from the grave. So he's going to summon back the Mace. Use the Mace effect to destroy itself. Now he can add a Memento Fusion to his hand. Uses Memento Fusion to shuffle back the Mace and the Shigo and the Anguish because a monster was destroyed this turn. So now he can special summon Memento Creation King. Uses Creation King's effect to send about 3 monsters from the deck to the graveyard. So he's going to send the Akahiron and the Gaddick as well as the Creation King. I was thinking like maybe I should have just held the Ash for the fusion. That's what I was thinking at first. But then I was like, oh, like Ash Blossom by itself, I just have to hit whatever and hope for the best. Yeah, so he so he special summons back the Gaddick from its effect. And then uses the Creation King to banish. Now he can add the Memento Field Spell to hand. Uses the Field Spell. Then he uses Sleepy's effect to special summon itself. Uses Sleepy to fuse into a Memento Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon's effect, pop itself. Now he can add the Creation King and a Mace to hand. Uses, so Chainlink 1. So Chainlink 1 Twin Dragon, Chainlink 2 Memento McTellen, the field spell. Chainlink 3 Akahiron. Okay, so now you can special summon back the Akahiron. Special summon the Gaddick from the graveyard because the field spell can revive it. Then he special summons the Goblin from the graveyard as well. Okay, then he uses the field spell, the fusion spell card effect to banish to pop a card. Now he can add the Bone Party to hand. Uses Akahiron's effect to add back the Memento Fusion. Man, these cards have like 5 effects, which is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Now he uses Bone Party, pop a monster in the hand, special summon the Anguish. Alright, links off the Anguish into a Moon Maiden. Okay, links the Moon Maiden and the Goblin. Oh, synchros the Moon Maiden and Goblin to summon the Lollipo Yummy Way. I was like, oh my god, if this guy starts summoning yummy monsters, I'm gonna be tight. I'm like, yo. I would have scooped right there. This dude started doing yummy combos, but I'm like, I don't understand why he has it, but whatever. But okay, synchros into the Herald. So I guess it's just for like a Herald play, I guess? Oh, because it's a tuner. Oh, I see. Okay, summons the Herald. Okay, puts back 5 Memento monsters to summon the boss monster. What's it called? Combined Creation. Alright, he's gonna set the fusion. Use Prosperity, banish 6. Banish 3. At this point, like I knew I lost. Like I just wanted to see more cards in his deck, just to see what else he plays. I guess he forgot to shuffle. Yeah, he forgot to shuffle that time. Okay, now he uses the Gaddick. Oh no, wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's just putting back the cards. He's adding Droplet to hand. Alright. Okay, sets the droplet, passes turn, and then main phase 1, uses the field spell effect to set the bone party. Okay. Now my turn, I draw a Galaxy 100. I was thinking to myself, should I start playing? I mean, there was no way I was winning this game. Yeah. I was like, should I start playing? No, I'm not gonna win. So I just scoop. Alright, so now we go on to game 2. Alright, I go first. Alright, so this guy draws a bunch of board breakers. Yeah, so he draws the Sleepy, he draws Lightning Storm, Memento Bone Party, Forbidden Droplet, and Memento Fusion. I draw Photon Delta Wing, Infinity Dragon, Galaxy Wizard, Infinite Impermanence, and the Infinity Dragon. Yeah, so yeah, just go to main phase 1. So yeah, I draw 3 starters. Unfortunately, like the Galaxy Wizard and Delta Wing, not really all that compatible unless I get to a Photon Emperor. But yeah, I use the Infinity Dragon's effect, special summon itself, special summon the Afterglow from my deck. Overlay into Shadow Dragon, use Shadow Dragon's effect. Now I can add Galaxy 100. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It was smart of him to do that, not to just say go ahead, no hand traps. Because I was still thinking about Nibiru. Like that card is in my nightmares. Yes, I use Galaxy 100, send the Photon Jumper, and now I can add Galaxy Expedition to hand. And I was thinking about being super greedy, like normal summoning the Delta Wing, special summon, go into the Photon Dragon, use Expedition, special summon Soldier from deck. After I get to Tachyon Primal first, of course. But yeah, I just go into the Tachyon play. Special summon the Photon Dragon. I was actually going to go into number 38 because I'm like, I'm already playing into Nibiru, kind of, so what's the harm? But I'm like, I'm playing it safe. So I use Galaxy 100, so the extra deck. I tell him to banish the Garua. I was like, I see that he's playing the Super Poly package, so I'm like, I got to be really careful now. Use Expedition, I special summon the Tachyon Primal. Probably should special summon the Soldier, or probably could have waited. But it's fine. I just wanted to get to my Tachyon Transmigration. Now I normal summon the Photon Delta Wing, special summon Photon Delta Wing. Now I overlay both. They go into Galaxy Photon Dragon. I now use the effect. I was conflicted. I was like, do I go into Send Emperor? Now I can normal summon the Galaxy Wizard. And now I can add there was nothing I just add the Eternal Galaxy. And then I overlay both level 8s and I go into number 38. I now set Infinite Impermanence. I set Eternal Galaxy and Tachyon Transmigration just in case my opponent has a Super Poly. I'll still be able to negate something. But yeah, banishing Garua. Yeah, the only thing he can do is probably Super Poly for the only thing he could do is Super Poly for Mud Dragon or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Same type and attribute, different names, yeah. But that's fine. It's his turn. He goes to main phase 1. Oh yeah, standby phase first. I use Eternal Galaxy to make my Photon Lord. Now I use Photon Lord's effect. He lets that go through. Interesting. Now I can add Tachyon Primal. Now I use Tachyon Primal's effect. Okay. Now I can special summon, use the effect. He lets that go through. Interesting. Okay. Now he can. Now I can add another Tachyon Transmigration. So now I have about 5 interruptions. I have Infinite Permanence, number 38, Photon Lord, and double tack. So yeah, I don't see how this guy wins this game with just 1 card left. Okay, so he goes in phase 1. He uses Lightning Storm. I immediately chain number 38. He changed Forbidden Droplet to negate that. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna let that go through. I use the Tachyon Transmigration to negate that. All right, cool. Now he normal summons the Sleepy. That's fine. There's nothing I'm gonna do. Now he uses the Memento Bone Party. I chain Tachyon Transmigration. I was like, yeah, because if I let this go through, he gets 2 cards, and I know that the 5,000. I don't want him to get to that 5,000 attack point monster because the card can literally just clear my entire board. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna let that go through. Now he uses the Grand Breakout to tribute his monster. I'm like, I win now. This is over. Special summons the Memento Goblin. Okay, now he uses the effect. I chain Infinite Impermanence, and then that should be game. Yep. And then now we on to game 3. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, so I pretty much open only Ash Blossom as my going second card. Oh yeah, triple Tactics Talents, but like this is like the only like active card that can do something. And this is like the worst card ever. I probably should have had sided this out. I don't know why I kept Ash Blossom in the deck. Like Droll and Lockbird would have been a way better. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Droll and Lockbird would have been way better. I have to start thinking about that now. Like no more low impact hand traps. Cause like yeah, this was just side decking issue. That was my first issue, side decking. Not taking out the Ash Blossom for the Drone Lockbird. I was like, oh, like maybe I might need it with like Mochami Fulos. Like Ash Blossom, like well-timed Ash Blossom could do something, but obviously not. But yeah, I open Galaxy Ash Tachyon Primal, Ash Blossom, Triple Tactics Thrust, Pot of Prosperity, Galaxy Summoner. My opponent opens Bone Party, Memento Anguish, Mystical Space Typhoon. Maybe he runs the Radiant package because yeah, he probably does because he like has like a bunch of like quick plays in the deck like Memento Fusion, Biker Breakout, Bone Party. So he probably runs that Radiant Typhoon package. Yeah, Memento, Bone Party, and the Grand Biker Breakout. So opponent goes main phase 1. He normal summons the Anguish. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna Ash that immediately. Now he uses Grand Goblin Biker Grand Breakout to tribute the Anguish. Special summon the Memento Goblin. Alright, uses Goblin's effect. Now he can destroy it. Now he can send both the Memento Fusion and the Gaddock to the graveyard. Man, like another, yeah, straight up like another hand trap would have went so hard, bro. But unfortunately, I did not have it. Now he uses the Gaddock. Gaddock can now add back the Memento Fusion. Uses Memento Fusion. Now you can put back the Goblin and the Anguish back to the deck. And use the Gaddock for the fusion summon of Creation King. Creation King's effect. Now he can send the Akahiron and then combine Creation to the graveyard. Vanishes the Creation King. Now he can activate the. Now he can add the spell card. Now he activates the spell card. Uses the effect. Oh no, wait. So he uses the effect of Creation King to pop itself, I guess, and then now he can add the Memento Fusion. Okay. Yeah, just reading. What does he use? Oh, no, he uses, Memento Fusion Engrave to pop his monster. Now he can add the Memento Fusion to hand. Okay, now he uses Akahiron, which is special summon itself. Uses Bone Party, pop the Akahiron, special summon the Memento Dark Blade. Okay, now he uses Akahiron's effect. Now he can add back the Gaddock to hand. Uses the Blade, special summon the Sleepy from the deck. Uses Sleepy's effect to fuse. Now you can special summon the Twin Dragon, Memento Twin Dragon. Use the effect to destroy itself. Now you can add up to 2 Memento monsters with different names. So he adds the Shigo and the Horned Dragon. Okay, uses the, so Chainlink 1 Twin Dragon, which can, special summon a level 6 or lower Memento monster from the grave. Now he uses also the Field Spell, which can also special summon a Memento monster with a lower level from his hand or graveyard. Okay. Special summons the Akahiron and special summons the Sleepy. Uses Shigo's effect, special summon itself from hand. Uses Shigo's effect to pop the Sleepy. Now he can send, oh boy. Now he can send Mace, Goblin, another Goblin. Okay, now uses Sleepy's effect. Sending the Anguish. Okay. Overlays the Shigo and the Akahiron. Okay, goes into a K9-17 Ripper. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yo, now if this dude, and I was like, yo, if this dude starts adding like K9 cards, I'm scooping. But luckily he did not have K9 cards in the deck. Now he special summons the Horned Dragon. Special summons the Creation King by putting back 5 monsters. Okay. And now he's going to set the Memento Fusion, the Mystical Space Typhoon, the Memento Bone Party. I don't know. Like, this guy kept on drawing cards and then shuffling cards back. I'm like, bro, like, you're not supposed to do that. Alright, anyway, uses the Memento Field Spell, sets the Bone Party. Alright, passes turn. I'm like, yo, I should have called him out on that, yo, because this guy kept on, like, looking at his deck, shuffling, and then I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Anyway, main phase 1, I use Pot of Prosperity, banishing 3. I banished 6. I was like, yo, I need to get some cards. I have to stop banishing 6. I'm gonna just start banishing 3 because this deck really does need the extra deck for sure. Anyway, I banished 6 because I was like, yo, I'm really desperate. I need something. So Evenly Matched was definitely gonna help me out. I was like, oh, if I just evenly match, like I only have to get rid of like one card, and I should be fine. All right, so yeah, at evenly match, this guy's like thinking, he's thinking, okay. All right, lets me go through. I go into the battle phase. He's like, before end of battle phase. Okay, before end of battle phase, he activates Bone Party, pop his Twin Horn Dragon. Yeah, so now he can add a Memento monster, so he adds the mace to his deck. That adds the mace to his hand, so like, oh, now I have to contend against a Snatch Steal. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, so now he tries to activate Mental Fusion. I'm like, yo, it's not the main phase, it's the battle phase. Okay, so now what does he do next? Okay, now I use evenly match. He flips the Mystical Space Typhoon to pop his own card, and now like all his cards are banished except for the Combined Creation. Okay. Now, yeah, I don't think he used any. Yeah, he never used any monster effects this turn, so I can't use Thrust immediately. Because if I did, I would have went Thrust and probably added Dark Ruler. Yeah, I would have added Dark Ruler. Yeah, I would have added a Dark Ruler and then go 7 tack. But yo, I think, oh my god, like yeah, that was like such terribly. I was gonna go 7 tack and then add the Kaiju to bounce his card, but then I would have no plays because Thrust, yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yeah, he would have still got back a monster, so Kaiju wouldn't have mattered in that moment. That's fine. Yeah, so I played it pretty well up to this part. So I activate 7 Tachyon, reveal Tachyon Dragon. Now I can add the Infinity Dragon to hand. I was thinking like maybe I should have added something else, because that way Galaxy Trance would have been live this turn, and I would have had more plays. But I'm gonna just show you guys like I played it so well until the end. Uses Creation's effect. Now I can special summon the Fusion. I'm like, oh, the Fusion can pop a monster. Yeah, the Fusion can pop cards, which is crazy. So I use Thrust. Now I can add, I add Foolish Burial to hand. I just needed more cards to use. I use Foolish Burial. Now I can send the Photon Jumper. Use Jumper's effect. Now I can add Galaxy 100 to hand. Okay, now I use Infinity Dragon's effect. Special summon itself. Special summon an Afterglow from the deck. Okay, now he uses Mace. I'm like, that's fine. Mace effect to Snatch Steal my Afterglow. Alright, cool. I use Galaxy 100. He tries to pop the Galaxy 100. I'm like, that's fine. So, okay, you can target an equal number of mental card monsters you control and just cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Oh, okay, that's why I only popped one, because he wanted to keep the Creation King. Okay, that's fine. I normal summon Galaxy Summoner, special summon the Photon Jumper. Okay, now I overlay both, go into Photon Dragon. I use Photon Dragon's effect to detach. Now I can add, what did I add? I added the Tachyon Primal. I use Primal's effect, special summon itself. Now I can add this 7 tack. Yeah, because I sided out all my Tachyon Transmigration cards because I just want to go in second cards. I didn't want to draw it. But Tachyon Transmigration does go hard, like going second though. Next time I might just, keep just one in. But every time I do, I always freaking draw it. So what are you going to do? Alright, so I overlay it into Shadow Dragon. I use Shadow Dragon's effect. Now I can add Galaxy Expedition to hand. I now use Shadow Dragon's effect. Now I can detach 2. Special summon into Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. I use Cypher Dragon's effect. Now I can steal back my Afterglow. Now I use Expedition. Now I can special summon Galaxy Soldier. Oh, man. I think I messed up. I totally messed up here, and I just realized it. But instead of just like... At that moment, I should have added Galaxy Photon Dragon, but Galaxy Expedition is to special summon Photon Dragon to the field. Would overlay both into number 62 and then overlay into C62, and I don't think he has any outs like anymore. Yeah, there's like no outs that he has for a C62. They say you can manage Scarborough and attach any materials from Golem XYZ monsters you control. Yeah, he would have had no out for it. And Terrible misplay. And then I should have caught it, and I should have added the Photon Dragon to hand from Galaxy Soldier, so that way I can tribute both the Cypher Dragon and the Photon Dragon. And now I can go and special summon the Photon Dragon from my hand. But, terrible misplay. Yeah, so I make this level 8, and I was thinking like, oh, like maybe I can go into something else, you know, and, you know, and go into something else, special summon the Photon Dragon. But I already used my normal summon this turn from Galaxy Summoner. So I'm a little tight. I can't use 7 tack because I already used it this turn. And like I'm just thinking to myself like, oh my god, I messed up so bad. And like I just snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, bro. So yeah, I just go into Cypher Blade, pop his monster. I'm just really salty at this point. I'm just playing cards. I'm just going into the number 62. Past turn. This card doesn't even get his extra effects. It's just like a 4000k B stick. It's not gonna do anything. So I just show him what I have in hand. 7 tack and Galaxy Wizard. He draws Call by the Grave. Yeah, standby phase, main phase 1. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he uses he shuffles 5 back. Special summons back the Creation King. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, guys. Yeah, I'm already over 20 minutes. Just know that, like, there's no way I'm winning this game. Like, he can just literally just attack all over my monsters and win the game. And he has Bone Party, he has Call By. There's nothing much I could do. Really mad at myself for playing that poorly. I played it so well. I played it so well. Like having to beat like 2 interruptions. He had the mace. He had the fusion. And I played it so well, and just for me to like mess up at like an integral key part. Second time that happened. First time I got lucky, but you know, second time I did not. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm definitely gonna redeem myself this weekend for sure. I'm gonna get a lot of games in. I just gotta keep playing so that way I can get better. So that way I'm not messing up at like, you know, key moments like this. So yeah, peace guys.